What's up, guys? Lift off. We're rocking and rolling, guys. Another week, another roll of questions. We had so much fun last week, so we're excited to get into them this week. I think the first question that we have is, what is your favorite style of workout? An AMRAP, every rep counts, as many reps as possible.
As many reps
for time, a longer strength. So I'll throw this one to Carey first. What is your favorite style of workout?
So I like chippers. I seem to be a good chipper or weigher. And so what that means is I come from that kind of endurance background, my Ironman background. I've done a 50-mile run race. And so with that, usually chippers 100, 90, 80, 70 if you want to chip away at like that. Or filthy 50 might be one you're thinking of. But one that you can just get in and start grinding. I usually get into it. And man, I just have that kind of motor. So that's fun for me. So I like those kind of longer, chippy ones. What about you, Jeremy?
I like the really fast 21:15:9 that can get done, and there's an end target. So it's like, I know I'll be done after these 9 for whatever reps that they are. That really one style I really like. And then I also like the longer duration ones. I love a Murph. I love like a long row with some slower work, and then a long run coupled in.
So you like endurance.
So I kind of like the both sides of it. I'm worse at AMRAPs. I know they didn't ask that, but like I get lost if it's a 20-minute AMRAP. About minute 12, I get lost in the sea of wherever I'm at, and I just like I lose focus. Too much ADD. So I just kind of like lose focus and wait for the last 2 minutes to get going again.
So I guess the question too could be like, are you really good at that 21:59? That's why you like it. So most of us like obviously what we're good at, right? Something we're not as good at, we don't want to see it really as much. But I guess that's why like my power and speed is, I mean, you can train that, guys. You can train your power and speed, but it might not be your best, foot forward. So.
Yeah, but I also think that it's about mood, right? How do you feel that day? What is your body telling you? And lifting heavy, or what a good day is. So that's that question. Have you ever been out of shape?
Immediately, because we have Savannah. She's 14 now, so I had her, and then of course had to get back after that. And then Stone, he's 12 now, and so I had to get back in shape after both of them. But believe it or not, after Savannah, after 2 months of really resting, maybe walking, etc., I trained up, and that's when I started the real true CrossFit style, 3 days on, 1 day off, zone diet. I lost my last 10 pounds of baby weight and went to in 2009 went to the regionals up in Dallas, Fort Worth area, and we took first. So that was like the best, most focused I ever just went straight forward, getting in shape in terms of coming out of shape, being out of shape, and getting right back into it. And then after Stone, I did that again. So
I think for myself, like, it's relative to the individual. You can compare yourself to others, and then that'll tell you how good of shape you might think that you're in. Relativity and who we compare ourselves to, our past selves.
Right.
As I think as we age, at 38 now, we're always like doing the comparison game, either to people around us or to our old self, which isn't probably, it's not healthy. And it's this fight there where it's like, who am I now? What is my fitness level? Who was I then? And how fit am I? But I think that it really comes down to, what your lifestyle and your goals are. And for me, fitness is a lifestyle, physical activity. It ranges due to the seasons of life that we're in. But I mean, I think I would always say I'm always pursuing a ready state to be healthy and fit and be able to run. And that's something I desire, to be able to run a half marathon, run a 10K, 5K, lift heavy weights, do a CrossFit style workout, always be ready to be able to do it. So that's all about the lifestyle and being healthy for the long haul. I'll tell you this, 7th grade, mat drills, Coach Coach Cervantes. I can remember the smell, the foam wrestling mats, and we were doing log rolls, gray shirt, red shorts. The gray shirt, you could stand it up and it would be, you didn't wash it, so it was like a cardboard, and you put that on. Anyways, a rolling somersault rolls to log rolls. This is our off-season training in the all-purpose room, and Coach Cervantes looks at it and says, get on the mat and go. And this is my first introduction to conditioning, and my ears are just like going in and out. I'm getting tunnel vision, and I think I'm gonna die because like you never had that experience before. So what's on the opposite side of that is death. And he just was yelling at me to go, and I'll never forget that moment. But like those are the introductions to like getting back at it. But for fitness, for me, my long story is that I was a fat, chunky, overweight kid, and I made a decision when I was between 11 and 12 that I'd never be overweight, and I was going to show everyone. So like from that point forward, I was always doing fitness and conditioning and getting in a certain level of shape. Our abs really made in the kitchen.
Yes. Oh my God, they're so made in the kitchen. You gotta eat the right foods, right? Stay fit and healthy and do the exercise, but you gotta put your nutrition together. That's key.
Yeah, I think that the big thing is the basics of whole foods, quality foods is super important. But whenever we start to think about performance and abs, we start to think about timing. And when do I eat what I eat? When do I eat my fats, proteins, and especially when do I eat my carbs? Carbs are a source of fuel and energy, but timing of consumption is super important. And so whenever we start to think about food timing and when we're consuming our carbohydrates, will elevate your performance, and it also will help you to get lean at a faster rate. And there's all ranges of why you want to get abs and why you want to look good and the aesthetic aspect to it, which might not correlate to overall performance, but knowing that calorie consumption and timing is super crucial. So just like what we're going to be doing in the summer sizzle is we're going to be working with you specifically on helping you navigate your caloric intake, your macronutrients, and we'll be doing some videos on performance and timing. So if you really are always going like, hey, I eat well, I want to take it to the next level, we'll get into that with the summer sizzle.
Guys, thanks for joining us this week with your questions. We can't wait to get some more. Please send those in, and we'll talk next week.
Bye-bye.